almost made it. Can you get out? Can you get out? Come on. Come on. That's a good kitty. He's a good kitty. All right. He's a good boy. What's your brother doing? Here, let me flip it around for you. I don't know what you guys are doing. You guys are kind of silly. That's the first time I've really seen them wrestle and play. It's like they kind of sort of want to, but don't quite know how. But they're definitely getting more curious. The little fluffy one really likes to jump and pounce and chase and play with things. The littler one, usually when I come start feeding stuff, it just wants to be picked up and held right away, but I may have waited too long feeding other things and it's gotten curious and distracted about other things, but we're definitely starting to see them moving farther away from the milk bar and being outside more, especially in the mornings when it's cooler. I just think they're adorable. I feel like they're finally starting to look like they're getting a little bigger. It seems like for the longest time they just seemed super tiny. Oh, I did see all 7 chickens yesterday, so we still have 7 chickens, which is awesome. Very rarely do we see them all together at one time though, so anyway, we'll be up with the pigs in just a minute and we'll see how they're doing. So usually when I come up in the morning, the pigs are asleep either in their houses or they'll just make a bed out in the random hay, straw, whatever's laying on the ground. These two, this Petunia, were not in their house this morning, so I assumed they were laying out here somewhere. Buddy and Poppy were in their house sleeping, but they're also most of the time pretty light sleepers, or they know the sound of one of us walking up, or like the handle of the food bucket will make noise or something. So hi buddy, they wake up pretty quick, and at least Buddy is very alert very quickly. Sometimes, oh, you made a mess. Sometimes Poppy is a little slower to wake up. So hopefully I can get some cute pig sleeping pictures, but right now they beat me to it. So how you doing, puppy pig? This is another thing that I think Ted's doing it a little bit, but I don't think so. Petunia's technically a ginger colored, and I think Buddy is more of a cream color. Ted and Poppy are what are considered tri-colored. She's got the black and white, but then there's also a little bit of brown in with her spots and her coloring. And I don't know if it's just because she has the darker fur. In the summer, she does what's called blowing out her fur, and she will basically shed, and it's pretty extreme shedding. She has very little fur hair right now because it's hot and she doesn't need it, so she blows it out and gets rid of it. And the white fur, the lighter colored fur hair, she keeps a little bit more of, again, because it's lighter colored. But I just think it's so funny to see her in the summer because she just reminds me of like somebody with a buzz cut or something. She just doesn't have any hair, but it keeps her cool and it grows back in the winter. So hey, and pigs make a lot of noise when they eat. I personally think it's kind of cute. Some people think it's kind of gross, but anyway. You've got big cheeks. Yeah, you've got big cheeks. You've got really big cheeks. You're kind of fat, but that's okay because you're a pig. And hopefully you're pregnant. So that's my only fear, is if she is pregnant, we've got maybe another month and a half, which that doesn't seem right either. So I'll have to go back and look on the calendar and see when we put them together, because I was thinking they would farrow the end of September or the beginning of October, but I feel like we put them together sooner than that. But she's got some signs that she might be pregnant, but again, I think she's a little bit bigger than she's supposed to be, and I think I've mentioned before that that can cause problems if her piglets get too big when she's trying to farrow, that they could get stuck or cause other problems. So hopefully she's not too big. Hopefully she is pregnant, and hopefully in the next month or so you'll be seeing lots of adorable piglet videos, because there's really nothing cuter than piglets in my opinion. So very few things that are cuter than piglets in my opinion. So the alfalfa's growing back nice and green, and yeah, so that's where we're at right now, just waiting for a lot of things to happen. Hi guys, good morning. I almost got you sleeping. You're a good listener, so you're super cute. Okay, I got food for you. Hold on. Good morning. So Girl Cat's out here, and the weird thing is she was in the middle of the pig pen a second ago, and I don't know how she got through the hot wire. She's acting like she wants to be super friendly, but what I found out the last time I was petting her was I would pet her, and then as I was finished, she would just take a swipe at me with her paw, which has very sharp claws, 4 scratches on the back of my hand. So she's got really sharp claws, because I didn't think she even really touched me, but it bled a lot and it hurt a little bit. So unless I have gloves, I try not to pet her, because I don't understand what game we're playing or why she does that, because none of the other cats do that. So again, I don't know if she's playing, if she wants something that I just don't understand what she's trying to say. I have no idea how she gets in and out without getting shocked by the fence. Maybe she's magic. Maybe it's a cat thing. I don't really know. But she's out here. And she's acting like she kind of wants to be friendly, but I don't have gloves. And I don't want to get scratched again. So until I can figure out what she wants and how to pet her without getting scratched, I'm just going to say hi and kind of squeeze her with my feet and then move along. So I'll see you later. Oh, fun thing we figured out yesterday. Sam was doing something. Oh, we were starting to look at the new baler and figure out how the monitor connected to the tractor and to the baler and all of those things. And he had to go get something out of the red tractor, and just on the floor in the middle of the tractor there's an egg, and there's some baling twine piled up behind the seat, kind of like they've done in the harrow bed. Made a little nest out of baling twine, and there were a couple other eggs in there. So they were starting to lay again in the truck bed, and I haven't seen. Wow, you are way out here, my friend. Hi. Oh, there's your little brother. Hi, guys. Oh, you're so adventurous. So I'm gonna go check for eggs, and so I check the house, look in the truck bed as I walk by, and then we'll start checking the red tractor as well as the harrow bed. So you gonna get him? You guys are adorable. I don't remember it being that long ago that I checked for eggs, but there's all of these that I just pulled out of the house. It's like 8. Look how dark this one is. That's pretty. Anyway, so we'll see what we end up with. So there's 8 in the house. So every once in a while, if we're not sure how long they've been out, or if we just have a lot of extra, which we kind of do at this point, we'll give the animals an egg. So I've seen and done where we give the dogs an egg. If we give them an egg, they either don't do anything with it, or they'll just leave it sit there, or carry it around for, I don't know, ever. So I've started just like dropping it on the ground, and then they can eat the yolk out of the inside of it. And at one point I noticed that Lily came over and was trying to eat out of one of the dog eggs, or licking up after the dog. So since she's out and just came over, I decided to give her an egg as well. And Iris is a really good scavenger, so I think she's thinking that there's food, so it must be hers. But I'm trying to let Lily have this one, and she's doing a really good job of minding and staying away from it. So I don't know, maybe this isn't anything unusual, but I've never seen a cat eat an egg before. I just think it's kind of funny and cute. So anyway, they've all had their eggs. I'm getting ready to, we'll see if Iris stays away from it while I come check the tractor. And I learned my lesson with the harrow bed. Check for chickens first before you try to check for eggs. So I don't see anything down there, and I don't see anything back there, which I think is where they were before. So oh no, there's one back behind the seat. I have 6 eggs in my shirt that I'm trying not to break. Okay, so there's some baling twine down there. There's nothing down there. But yep, right back here behind the seat in the tractor is an egg. These chickens are the weirdest things I've ever encountered. So, yeah, this is one of the new laying locations apparently. Okay, here we are at the harrow bed. I checked to make sure there's no chickens, and it looks like we have 2 eggs back there. So that's 8, 9, 11 for this gathering. And I don't know if I've said before, when chickens lay eggs, there's a coating that naturally is on them. So unless you wash it off, they don't need to be refrigerated. So they'll last, I think, a couple weeks on a counter without being refrigerated. So once you wash them, then they need to be refrigerated right away. But naturally, they don't. And I think that's super cool. Typically, if it's been a while, or like we find a place where there's a whole bunch of eggs, like when I found that whole pile behind that barrel, and I didn't know how long they'd been there, I don't usually keep them. I'll just feed them to the animals. Or if it's been a couple of days, like when it was 105, 6, 7, 9, whatever, for 5 or 6 days in a row, if I had found some, then I probably won't keep those just because. So I'll grab these, and that's where we're at for right now. So thanks for watching.